Tonight, y'all, my husband wants some chicken gravy, so I'm going to share with y'all how to make country-style chicken gravy. Today, I'm going to share with y'all how to make homemade chicken gravy. You only need a few ingredients. This is what you'll be using. And we're going to be searing our chicken first, but you can make it without the chicken if you don't have it. But when you sear your chicken first, it does give you that flavor you're looking for. But you can use chicken bouillon if that's all you have. Okay, while our chicken is searing in our skillet that's going to give us some flavor, we're going to go ahead and we're going to chop up this small white onion. You can use any onion that you've got. And I like to cut mine up as fine as I can get it. Now there's all different ways that you can cook chicken gravy. Tonight I'm showing you one of the ways that we like it. This is sort of like when you're going to have what I call smothered chicken. We're going to dice up that onion, and I got this little bell pepper out of our garden. And yes, it's tiny, but we're going to use it. For some reason, they're staying little this year. But they are good. Now I'm going to cut up this bell pepper real tiny also. That way it won't take quite as long to cook it. Because we're going to be using this in our gravy. Now we're going to take our chicken out and we're going to place it over here in this bowl. We got that good pretty sear on it. And now to our skillet with those bits and pieces in it of that chicken, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of this butter. We're going to let that start melting, and I'm going to scrape up those bits and pieces from where we fried that chicken. Okay, and now to that butter. Now I'm using butter. You could use oil. You could use bacon grease, whatever you like. Now bacon grease makes a good chicken gravy too. But I like using that butter because I just love making gravy with a little butter and getting that butter brown taste to it. Once that butter starts browning, you get a real good taste to your gravy. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to add our onion and our pepper and give that a mix. Now we're going to let this start cooking down, and I want these caramelized and real tender. So it's going to take probably about 15 minutes for this on real low and slow. Now I like making these videos on these homemade gravies. That way you can see that you can take what few ingredients you got and make plain old chicken breast good. A lot of the younger people might not know how to make these homemade gravies. So I've been making quite a few of homemade gravy recipes. I know a lot of y'all older ladies and viewers out there already know it. But some of the younger people that's coming up in today's world, times are so different. They see recipes just all over the internet and like on YouTube. But I wonder sometimes if we miss and if we should go back to pulling out. And I've got quite a few, and I have done videos with my cookbooks. Like Betty Crocker, the church cookbooks we all used to pull out and use. Nowadays, all they got to do is pull their phone out and have a recipe in no time. Which one of y'all out there still use cookbooks from a long time ago that maybe belong to your granny, your great-granny, your aunts, your uncles? I still have quite a few cookbooks. Y'all comment down below and share some of the best cookbooks that you have used before. And share some of the recipes in the comments. That's the only way we can keep these old tradition recipes alive. These old-fashioned ways of cooking. So we're going to let that cook down now. I wish we had smell-o-vision, because that brown butter and those onions, oh, it smells so good in here. We almost got it where I want it. We're getting real close. Okay, we're going to move our onions and peppers over to the side. We're going to look at it and see how much we got in there of our butter. We probably got 2 tablespoons. We're going to add another tablespoon of butter to that. We're going to let that melt. We got to have plenty of that in there because we're fixing to put our flour in and cook our flour. Okay, so now to that we're going to add, one at a time, we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of flour. Let that start cooking. Get all the lumps out. You do equal amounts of the flour to how much butter or whatever you're using to cook it in you have. We're going to put 1 more. So that's about 3 tablespoons. Now you want to cook that flour down. You don't want to just throw that flour in there and mix it and then start adding your other ingredients. You have to cook that flour for about 3 to 4 minutes. If you don't do that, your gravy will taste like flour. Ask me how I know. I learned that the hard way back when I was learning how to cook. Nobody told me that. Okay, so now that flour's been cooking. Now we're going to add about 1 teaspoon of this chicken bouillon. You can use the little cubes if you don't have the powder. I'm going to get that mixed in. Y'all look how pretty and brown them onions are turning. Okay, and now to that, we're going to slowly start adding in some chicken stock. I'm going to put about a cup. And now we're going to add a 1/2 cup of heavy cream. Now, if you didn't want to use the heavy cream, you could do all the chicken broth, chicken stock. But tonight, since we're using this for smothered chicken, I want to add a little cream to it. Now, I do make a plain chicken gravy without the cream. And now we're going to give that a mix. Okay, now we're going to season it up some. I always like to add a little bit of total seasoning to my chicken gravy. Probably about a teaspoon. And you can see this total seasoning has little minced onions, parsley, garlic. So you're putting a lot of what you would use if you used it separate. This right here has it all in one. Some black pepper, about a teaspoon, and some salt. Now we're not going to put a lot of salt because our bouillon has salt in it. And then give it a mix. Now we're going to let this start simmering. And as it simmers, it's going to get thicker. Now this chicken gravy is what I call smothered chicken gravy. We're going to use it at the end. Once I get it made, I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to do with this gravy. Okay, you can tell it's starting to get a little thicker as it cooks. The longer you cook it, the thicker it's going to get. Now, when you're making gravy, don't walk off from it because it will scorch in just a minute. You have to keep it stirred and keep it moving. Okay, y'all, I've got it almost where I want it. All right, y'all, it's getting there. Now, once it cools, it's going to thicken a little bit more. So you got to stop right before you get it where you want it. See how it's starting to thicken? Well, when it cools down, it's going to be even thicker. So you got to know about where you judge it at to get it the way you want it once it cools. A little bit more. Okay, y'all. I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to leave it right there till I get my other things in it I'm fixing to do. But I wanted to show y'all right there. For smothered chicken gravy is where I like to get it at. Because it's going to thicken up even more once it cools off. Now that right there is how you want it. Just like that. If you want it a little bit thicker, if you like it thicker, just cook it a little longer. So now we're going to take and put our chicken back in there. The juice and all. I'm going to put a lid on it and let that chicken simmer in there for about 10 minutes. Ooh, y'all just look at that gravy. Smothering that chicken. I hope y'all like this video on this easy gravy. This ain't your typical chicken gravy, but this is how we make Southern smothered chicken gravy. If you liked tonight's video, don't forget to hit the hype button, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you hadn't already. And like always, thanks for watching, and happy cooking.